They thought they got away with it. A quiet Sunday, a slow shift, a bookstore that smelled like coffee and paper and peace. And then two strangers walked out with $100 worth of stolen Bibles stuffed under their shirts. The police came. The report was filed. It should have ended there. But as I was leaving that night, I saw their headlights again. And that's when I made a decision. If you ever felt that rush when justice is as close to slipping away, this story is for you. Hit like, subscribe, and settle in. Because sometimes karma doesn't need superpowers. Sometimes it just needs someone paying attention. This happened in a small town outside Knoxville, Tennessee. The kind of place where farmland slowly blends into strip malls, where everyone waves at traffic lights, and where crime feels like something that happened somewhere else. I worked at a large commercial bookstore called Oak and Lantern Books. It wasn't glamorous, but it was peaceful. Shelves lined in warm wood, soft Christian instrumental music playing faintly overhead, the smell of paper and fresh ink. And strangely enough, the most stolen item in the entire store wasn't trendy novels or expensive art books. It was Bibles. That irony never sat right with me. It was a Sunday evening, usually our busiest day, because church crowds would stop by afterward. But that night was slow, almost too quiet. The air felt heavy, like something was about to happen. I was standing at the register when my manager, Ron, spoke through the radio clipped to my apron. His voice was tight. "Hey, keep an eye on the Bible aisle. We've got two acting suspicious." I glanced toward the back of the store. A blonde woman in a white sweater. A guy in a black baseball cap and gray hoodie. Mid-20s. They were flipping through pages quickly, not reading, scanning. Then I saw it. Little anti-theft tags dropping to the carpet like crumbs. My stomach tightened. Ron sent Marcus, one of our bigger employees, over to approach them. Marcus was 6'3" and built like a linebacker, calm but intimidating. He politely reminded them that removing security tags was store policy violation. They nodded, smiled, acted innocent. Marcus walked away, but they didn't leave. Instead, they started moving faster. Ron, watching through security cameras in the office, quietly called the police. We'd dealt with shoplifters before, but something about these two felt bold, almost arrogant. Before officers could arrive, everything exploded into motion. The guy grabbed several leather-bound Bibles and stuffed them under his hoodie. The woman followed. I froze for half a second. Not from fear, from disbelief. They ran. The front door chimed as it opened. I rushed outside with my phone, heart pounding in my ears, but their car was already peeling out of the lot. 15 seconds. Gone. The police arrived minutes later. We gave descriptions. I described the car as best I could. Modern sedan. Distinct LED headlights. The kind with a sharp white light strip across the front. But no license plate. And that bothered me more than I expected. It wasn't about the money. Corporate would write it off. It was the audacity, the disrespect, the way they smiled while breaking the rules in a place that was supposed to feel safe. We closed the store around 9:30 p.m. I stepped outside into cool Tennessee air, still replaying the moment in my head. Then I saw it, across the parking lot, near the edge of the shopping center. Those headlights, bright, sharp, unmistakable. My pulse jumped. "No way," I whispered. The same model sedan, same color, same lights. Logic said coincidence. Instinct said follow. And I listened to instinct. I got into my car and trailed them slowly as they drove across the shopping center lot. Not even leaving the area. Not even trying to disappear. They pulled into a Sonic drive-in 2 buildings over. They had stayed in the same shopping complex for hours after committing theft. The confidence was almost insulting. I parked a few spaces away and pretended to check my phone. My hands were steady now, focused. They stepped out of the car briefly. Blonde hair, white sweater, black cap, gray hoodie, same faces. It was them. There's a strange clarity that comes when you know you're right. The world narrows. Sounds dim. Every detail sharpens. I lifted my phone casually and snapped a photo of their license plate. Click. My heart raced, not from fear of them, but from adrenaline. I sent the photo directly to Ron with a single message. "It's them." Within minutes, he responded, "Forwarding to police now." I didn't confront them. I didn't yell. I didn't make a scene. I just sat there for a moment, watching them laugh over milkshakes like nothing had happened. And I realized something. They thought the world wasn't paying attention, but it was. The next morning, officers contacted Ron. The plate came back registered locally. Charges were being filed. I don't know the final outcome. Maybe fines. Maybe court dates. Maybe community service. But I know one thing. They didn't get away with it. That quiet bookstore. That slow Sunday. That underpaid employee they probably assumed wouldn't care enough to try. I cared. And the look on their faces when they eventually get that call, or that knock on the door, that's the real ending. Not explosive. Not dramatic. Just consequences. And sometimes, that's more satisfying than anything. That night taught me something unexpected. Justice doesn't always require confrontation. Sometimes it's patience. Awareness. Paying attention when others assume no one is watching. They walked into that store thinking it was easy. They forgot one simple truth. Small towns remember. If this story gave you that quiet, satisfying feeling of justice, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments, have you ever caught someone red-handed when they thought they got away with it? And of course, subscribe for more real stories where everyday people become the reason karma shows up.